This week's chop can be found 1 minute and 3 seconds into Stevie Vaughans' Couldn't Stand the Weather. And we're starting out in D pentatonic. Stevie Vaughan, I think he plays in with the guitars tuned a half step down. So actually, when you hear the song, it's in C sharp, but I'm pretty sure he plays it where we're gonna play it. So if you want to play along with the original version, you just have to move it one half step down, 1 fret down. Anyhow, we start out on the 10th fret of the 3rd string with the index finger. And to this we're going to add an octave up, which will be if we take the pinky on the 13th fret of the 1st string. So we're going to play these 2 notes. And we're going to use a funky strumming technique. So we have to do a lot of muting to not get a lot of extra strings. So the string between the 2nd string, you have to block it with the index finger. And then also I add finger mutes on the strings above this, on 4th, 5th and 6th string. Perhaps you don't need to mute the 6th string, but I think to me it's not more difficult. So I just keep string 2, 4, 5 and 6 muted, so I can play on all 6 strings. And you're gonna play a 16-note grouping and then a beat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna be 5 strokes. And we start on the 2, so it's gonna be 3, 4, 1, like that. And then after this, you bar the 10th fret with the index finger and you play all 3 notes. So the starts sound like this: 3, 4, 1. So, and then you are going to add. You're going to place use the 12th fret of both the 2nd and 3rd string, and you're going to use it with the pinky on the 12th fret of the 2nd string and the 3rd finger on the 12th fret of the 3rd string. And what you're going to do now is you're going to play both notes. You're then going to bend them and you're going to release, and you're going to do a pull off to the 10th fret of both notes. So it's this motion. And I'm not quite sure how he does it. I tend to think, like the phrasing I get, if I play a downstroke on the first and then and an upstroke on the next. And it sounds like he does that sometimes, but sometimes it sounds like it's just doing like that, just one stroke. So in this particular transcription, I've noted it as so. And so from the start, what we're going to get is this: 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. So after this, he goes to the 12th fret of the 4th string, and then with the 3rd finger, and then the 10th fret with the index finger. So, and he does so with down, up, and then you slide the index finger to the 9th fret of the 4th string, and you add either the 2nd finger or the 3rd finger on the string below and 1 fret up, so you get the 10th fret of the 3rd string. So you get 9th fret of the 4th and 10th fret of the 3rd, and play them simultaneously, and then you slide those up. So you get. So from the start, it's going to sound like this: 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. After this, you add the thumb on the 10th fret of the 6th string, and you play down, up, down. So you get like that. So, and then after that downstroke, the hand continues to the 2nd and 3rd string, and you're gonna play the 12th fret of each string, just like we did in the previous segment. So you get the 12th fret of the 2nd string, 12th fret of the 3rd string on the next upstroke, like that. So you get then you do 2 muted notes, like that. And then he plays the 2 notes on the 12th fret again. And then he goes to the 10th fret, both 2nd and 3rd string. So what we get after the, you get so I'm going to play it from the start again. It's going to sound like this. 3, 4, 1. Once more. 2, 3, 4, 1. After this, he goes to the 12th fret of the 4th string with the 3rd finger, and then it does a pull off to the 10th fret, and then to the 12th fret of the 5th string, and then it's to the thumb on the 10th fret, and I play up, down, up. So you get and then you go to the 10th fret of the 4th string. Like that. And these thumb notes, they're not supposed to be very, very obvious. That should be subtle, so it's not... It's more... So if you can hear the pitch or whether they become muted, it's more important with the rhythmical function of these. So I'm going to play it from the start once more. 3, 4, 1. So, and from here he bends this slowly up to the 12th fret. He doesn't bend it all the way to the 12th fret. He plays the 12th fret right before, right. So he bends it, and right before the bend reaches the 12th fret, you play the 12th fret, like that. So, and then you go to the 10th fret again, and you go to the 12th fret of the 3rd string, and you play 12, 10. And then you go back to the 4th string and you play 16 notes, 12, 10, and then 12 on the 5th string. So it's added, you got the bend, that's what I added. So if I'm going to play it in context, I'm going to play from the before, you're going to get this, the rhythmic context is going to be like this. 3, 4. A little faster. 3, 4. And that is the entire chop. And I'm gonna play it here 4 times slowly, and I think it's more sense to practice this continuously without countings between each round. Because that's the way it's played in the song. You play this riff, and he varies the end of the riff several times, but it's always start with. And then comes some kind of other fill. So 4 times slowly comes here. 3, 4, 1. And that's the chop of this week.